Hello everyone, welcome to Data Worlds. I hope you are all doing fine. This is our new video on Power BI gateways. So in this video, we are going to see what are Power BI gateways and why we require them. Then we are going to see what are the different types of Power BI gateways, that is on-premises data gateway in standard mode and in personal mode. Then we are going to see how to download and install a gateway in your laptop and how to configure it. And after configuring it, we are going to publish a report which will be having a data source as an Excel file in our personal laptop. And we are going to publish this report in the Power BI service. And in Power BI service, we are going to refresh this report by using our gateway connections. We are going to see how to set up the connections in Power BI service, that is this connection, and check whether it's online or not. And we will see how we can set up the gateways and how we can add users into this gateway. So without wasting time, let's start our video. For this video, we are going to use an article posted in dataworlds.com, that is gateways in Power BI. I will provide the link of this article in description section. So let's start with our first topic, that is what are gateways in Power BI. So let's talk of a scenario. Let's say you have created the sales dashboard in Power BI desktop. And if you see the source of this sales dashboard, we have one source, that is this sales analysis report, which is an Excel file. The file is located in our local computer. And I'm publishing this report in Dataworlds demo workspace. Our report is now published. Let's go to app.powerbi.com. And if we go to Dataworlds demo, you see we have sales dashboard. We can see the report here, right? Now let's say we want to refresh this model, that is semantic model. And if we click on the refresh, you see there is an error here. And what is the error? Scheduled refresh is disabled because at least one of the data source is missing credentials. Basically, if I go to lineage view, so this is the semantic model and it is connected to sales analysis report Excel file, which is there in our local PC, but it is not connected to this model because we do not have gateway. So Power BI service cannot connect with this file, which is available in our local desktop, or it can be an on-premises server. So we need to resolve this refresh issue by using a gateway. So what does gateway do is, it is basically a bridge which helps us to connect an on-premises data source, that is on-premises can be your on-premises SQL server or an Excel file in your laptop, and you need a gateway to make a connection between your on-premises data and Power BI service. For this reason, we are going to use a gateway. So basically what is happening, this cloud is your Power BI service, and the data source, on-premises data source, can be your on-premises SQL server or your Excel file on your local desktop or laptop. And you need an on-premises data gateway which can help you to connect your Power BI service in cloud with your on-premises data. Now let's see what are the types of gateways. So basically there are two types of gateways. Like first is on-premises data gateway in standard mode, and another one is personal mode. Personal mode is basically used for individual use, and if you want to connect your Power BI service with your personal computer, then you can use personal mode gateways. And standard mode is basically suitable for more complex environment. We will see the features of standard mode as well as the personal mode in this table. So if you see, this is the standard mode features and this is the personal mode feature. So standard mode supports all other apps including Power BI like Power Apps, Azure Logic App, Power Automate, analysis services and data flows, whereas personal mode only supports Power BI. And if you see, like standard mode gateway can be used by multiple persons. So if you configure standard mode, it can be used by you as well as your team members, but personal mode can only be used by you. And these are the two features which are exclusive for personal mode. So if you are not an admin of your computer, then also you can use the personal mode. And if you want to run the gateway on your credentials, then you can use personal mode. And importing data and setting up the schedule refresh can be done both in standard mode as well as personal mode. And if we see the next point, that is direct query support, it is supported by only standard mode, not by personal mode. Similarly, live connection to Azure analysis services is also supported by standard mode only. So if your data set is not on import mode, it is on direct query mode, then you must use standard mode gateway. So basically, what is the use case? Personal mode is used for individual use, and whereas standard mode is used by multiple users and allows for clustering and advanced configuration. So what we are going to do, we are going to download the standard mode for our video. So let's go to this link, that is download the gateway installer. When you click on this link, this site will open, that is microsoft.com. We are going to download this standard mode gateway. I will click on this link and you see the download has started. So we have completed the download of our gateway installation file. We will go to our download folder and here you can see the installation file for the gateway. We will double click on it and I'm going to install it in my computer. I will accept the terms and condition and click on install. A pop-up will come for permission. I will grant yes, again yes, and now it is installing. So after the installation of the gateway, it will ask you to log in with the email address. You need to log in with the email address with which you have logged in into Power BI service. So we are going to use this email address and I will paste this email address here. I will sign in and I'm going to choose Microsoft account. And here there are two options like register a new gateway on this computer or migrate, restore or take over an existing gateway. As we do not have any existing gateway, so we are going to select register a new gateway. I'm going to click next. Then we are going to name this gateway. Let's say I'm going to name it as Data Vaults Gateway. Now add a recovery key. So I'm entering 1 8-digit key and I will configure this gateway. So we have a new window which shows the status that the gateway name, that is Data Vaults Gateway, is online and ready to be used. And you can see we can use the same gateway for Logic Apps, Azure Analysis Services, Power Apps, Power Automate, and Microsoft Fabric, that is basically Microsoft Power BI. And here you see the different settings, like you can restart the gateway, change the account, you can see the diagnostic data, like if you are using this gateway, you can see what are the different logs. Then we have network, we are going to operate HTTPS mode, then the connection string and the recovery keys which we set up. Now if we go to Power BI service and we are going to click on this icon, that is setting icon, not here on the workspace setting but here on top pane. When I click over it and go to manage connections and gateway, and I'm going to this, and now you see the gateway which we have set up is visible on Power BI service. So we are going to use this gateway to set up schedule refresh on our file, that is this semantic model. So after setting up the gateway, if I click on the refresh, still it doesn't refresh and there is some error here. So what we are going to do, I'm going to click on the three dots of this semantic model and go to settings. And if you see, we have an option of gateway and cloud connection. I will click over it and you can see the gateway is automatically detected. Now if I click on this icon, we see we have the path here of the Excel file. So what we are going to do, we are going to add this connection to our gateway. I'm going to click on add to gateway and it will open a new connection string. So I will name this connection as, let's say, sales Excel file. And I'm going to pass the Windows authentication. So I need to type the Windows username and password. I'm going to enter my Windows username and password here and click on create. So after creation of connection, Power BI will automatically bring us back to this page, which is settings of dataset. Now you can see we have a check mark here. Now we will select the connection we just made, that is sales Excel file. We will select it and click on apply. Now if I again go back to my workspace and I'm going to refresh this dataset, now you can see it starts refreshing. So our connection has been successfully made. And now if we want to see the connection details or the gateway details, we can click here and go to manage connections and gateways. We will click here and then you see the connection details which we created. So this is the connection detail. If you go to settings, you see all the connection details here. You can close it. And if you click on here, the on-premises data gateway, you will see the data gateway which we created. You can go and click the settings. You can even add users and share this gateway with them. You can check the status of gateway, whether it is up and running. Just click on this refresh icon and you can see your gateway is online. And if you go to connections, and this was the connection which we made. If you click on the status, you can see our gateway is online. And if we see the model has been refreshed at 9:10 p.m. so it is refreshed recently. So guys, that's all for this video. If you find this video insightful, then please do like this video and subscribe to our channel, and feel free to ask anything in comment section. We will try our best to answer all of them. Check us out on different social media platforms like LinkedIn, Facebook and Twitter, and check our websites, that is datawolves.com. So we'll see you in our next video. Thank you. Bye.